WMC-FM Memphis.
From a beautiful U Medical Spa Studios.
The nationally recognized M-Face and M-Sculpt Neo Face and Body Center.
This is FM100, always streaming live on the Free Odyssey app.
Time to wake up and be a part of the show.
901-621-0100.
Ryan and Erin in the morning starts now on FM100.
Good morning. I think we should change the music up today.
Okay. Oh, I'm videoing this.
Are you?
It's our final moments.
It is Ryan Erin and special guest Jill Bucco.
Yay!
Oh, hold on here. Now I can turn on your mic, Jill.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Yes, we were celebrating the life and legacy of FM100 today as we say goodbye at 12 noon today.
It's going to be something, isn't it?
It is. Because a lot of people have grown up listening to FM100. I personally listen to FM100, have an emotional connection with FM100. I feel like this is going to be a big breakup.
You know, it will be. It'll be a breakup. But, you know, like every other breakup, you get over it. You move on.
Do you?
Sometimes. Erin's like, I don't, though.
I mean, I hold on to some things.
Yeah,
but
Erin can't get over anything.
Oh, my gosh. That makes it sound so bad. Oh, no. But, I mean, I've only been here 2 years, and I've learned that people are very passionate about the station. They've grown up with it, like you said. And there was a gal that I'm friends with on Facebook. She's one of our listeners, Connie. I know she was crying on Friday on our last show.
Yeah.
And I know later here during the day, we're going to give some shout outs to people that have listened to our show and to the station and we've made friends with over the years.
Yes.
So.
And we have made friends with people we didn't even know we were friends with. People that listen to us every morning. We're like a big part of their extended family.
Of course, you're a part of their life, their morning, every single day. And that's kind of like something that's a routine people get used to.
Yeah.
And some people don't like change and they don't want you to go away. But you know what? It'll be all right.
It's fine.
We'll all survive. We'll all live in the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jill, what'd you do this weekend?
So I got here on Saturday. And what did I do? I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I need ginkgo biloba. Let's see. I got here and I had some lunch in Saddle Creek. I went to River Oaks restaurant with one of my friends. Went to a Redbirds game yesterday. Had brunch on Main Street.
Nice.
Took my husband around to show him all the places we used to always go. And
nice. You guys definitely did it up this weekend.
Had to.
Yeah.
I don't make it here often. You know, I lived here for so very long. I've been on the station for almost 20 years since right after.
Oh, wait, you're not really live from 10 to 3 here every day? What?
I loved it so much that I figured out a way to still be on the station I love so much from where I currently am. But yes. I was here 2001 is when I started.
Now, how long were you and Ron the morning show?
5+ years? Something like that? 5-ish years. I started here doing nights, then I went to middays, and then I was partners with Ron, which I won the lottery when I got paired with him. So that was...
Isn't it funny just how it all works out? You know what I mean? It's just always so interesting. I don't know. It's just fascinating to me. Sorry.
Yep.
Well, anyway.
So I went to a couple movies over the weekend.
You always, I follow you to see what you see, and then I text you and ask you if it's good.
See, you like to go to the movies like I do. Erin could care less about the movies, though.
Oh,
Erin
100%.
has seen one movie since she lived here. It was your first movie in, 5 years?
Yeah, which one was it, though?
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, that's it.
Because everybody else was seeing
Worth it. Worth it 100%.
Yeah.
I just, and even at the house, I don't watch movies because it's just, it's me by myself.
Yeah.
But so I have to sit there. I have ADD, you know what I mean? So for me to go to a movie or sit down and watch a movie, that takes a lot of time and effort. And I just sit there thinking, I would do so many other things right now.
You've seen the beginning of a lot of movies.
Yeah. Or I fall asleep for a lot.
I think the reason why I love to go to the movies, and I've always been fascinated by movies even as a kid, because as a kid, I felt alone and by myself.
Aww.
So as watching a movie that kind of that puts me into a different place. Which is why I love movies. Like if I'm stressed out or something's bothering me, I can go see a movie and just escape for a couple of hours.
Oh, see, that's when I go to a clearance rack and I just start sifting through things and I'm like, I just zone out.
Mine's not that deep. I have a 12-year-old. That's the reason we wind up in the movie theaters all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So I went and saw the new Transformers movie. Because
I'm going next week. How was it?
Okay, I've been there since the beginning, just like the Fast and Furious. I feel like I have to stick with it. The new Fast and Furious movie was really good.
Good.
But the Transformers...
Don't tell me that.
No, I didn't like the human characters in it. They were boring. The story was boring, but the last 45 minutes saved the movie because of the battle scenes with the Autobots and Transformers.
Right.
That was really cool.
You're speaking Chinese to me right now because I had no idea there was a new Transformers movie coming out. So
She's like, who's Optimus Prime and why is everyone talking about him all the time?
So I went and saw that on Friday, and I took my niece and nephews to go see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
We saw the first one in theaters. Love the first one.
So did my son.
So good. I own it. I've seen it 5 times. I hated the new one.
No, you did?
Yes, I hated it. If I felt like I was sitting in the theater for like 5 hours, I'm like, when is this going to be over with? And it's part 1, so it just ends, and it's to be
My son said that
but it was
everyone
over the place.
That's what
hated
he said.
it. Yeah, it's like it's very comic book like. A lot of the graphics are like watercolors, and it's just. I just did not like it at all. My niece and nephew loved it.
Now, did people yell in the movie theater at the end? Because my son said everyone started screaming.
Yes. They're like, no.
Right.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Now, Boogeyman, how was that? Because that's what I want to see. I know you saw that.
Boogeyman was good for a PG-13 horror flick. It was creepy, yes.
You like horror. Ryan likes horror movies just like I do. So whenever but I let him go first. He's like I'll let Ryan see it, and then if it's good, then I'll try it.
Yeah. But then here's the thing: if he likes it, he likes everything. For the most part, it's like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. And it's like, really, that wasn't that great. But anyway, it's fine.
Well, whatever.
Oh, it's funny.
Fine, you can make fun of me. All right, we're gonna play lots of songs you haven't heard in a while. We're gonna play stuff from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Our very first song of the day. It's a song that I know all 3 of us like.
That's right.
Okay, let's do it.
Run DMC.
Let's do it.
My recital.
FM100.
Taking a listen back at some of the biggest hits we played over the years.
Aaron's like, let's play some John Cicada today.
Hey, if we're going to play songs from all of the years, I'm thinking of my childhood and songs I grew up listening. So this is your childhood station, right?
Yes.
My childhood station is in Portland, Oregon. It's Z100. And so we played songs like that when I was a kid. And so I was like, well, let me think of a song that I kind of liked when I was a kid.
No,
so there you
it was
go.
great to hear that song again on the radio. When's the last time you heard John Cicada?
I listen to John Cicada regularly, but I'm 100, so that's fine.
Well, I was going to say the reason why he popped in my head was because I went to the outlet mall yesterday, and one of the random
John Cicada's playing in outlet malls now.
Somebody, I can't remember if it was Banana Republic or whatever, but somebody was playing it. I thought, you know what? I haven't heard him forever, so maybe we play him tomorrow.
So now you're going to start hearing John Cicada forever.
You know how many times that's happened where we would play our first song of the day, and I don't know, it was I think
the first one was Butterfly by Crazy Town.
Wow.
We haven't heard in years. We played it one day, then Aaron's heard it like 3 days in a row at random places.
It was like I went to the gym, they started playing it over the speaker. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Like there's weird universe stuff going on.
It's almost like when you think about a product, like I need to go on Amazon and I need to order this, and then you see the ads for it everywhere.
I know. I'm like, something is implanted in my brain.
Yeah, it's like, get out of my head.
I wish it would remember my thoughts in the middle of the night, because I feel like I come up with such great ideas in the middle of the night, and then I'm like, oh, I should write this down. No, I'll remember it in the morning. Never do.
No.
Not a single time.
That's a flag when you say, I'll remember it later. You're not going to remember it later.
I know. I should just keep a little note, or I sometimes will tell Alexa, hey, remind me about blah, 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 blah in the morning. And so that's how.
You know how many reminders I have on my iPhone? Because I can't remember anything.
Yeah, it's the struggle is real, and I don't know if it's because we're getting older or if the fact that I drink wine before I go to bed sometimes.
All of the above.
So speaking of forgetting stuff, I forgot to take my Adderall this morning.
Okay. Oh, great! This will be a fun ride. Let's see what happens.
No, this show will go off the rails if I don't take it eventually.
Yeah.
FM100. You're listening to Ryan Erin and special guest Jill Bucco on the show as we celebrate the life of FM100 and say goodbye at 12 noon today. You're going to hear a lot of familiar voices you haven't heard in a while. Ronnie Karen will be coming in here a little bit after 8:30 to hang out with us, and then they're going to have Steve Conley on. It'll be like Ron, Karen, and Steve reunion.
Yeah, that's when I worked on the station. I came on right after Ron, Steve, and Karen. I grew up with the 3 of those guys.
Oh, wow.
They got me through high school. I think they even came out to an assembly one time at my high school. Ron hates when I tell that story, especially when I worked with him here. I was like, you came to one of my assemblies in high school. He's like, awesome. Let's never talk about that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and then I
gosh.
think, I'm going to call my previous co-host, Michelle. We're going to talk to her. I think Tom Prestigiacomo is going to
Yes.
make an appearance.
I love Tom.
I listened to Tom in the afternoon growing up all the time.
You know how much awesome life advice I got from Tom that got me through a lot of my radio career because he came on right after me?
Yeah.
Great guy. I mean, he should be a therapist. He should be my therapist. I should have paid him all of those years, but I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
But one of my favorite memories of FM100 was back in the day, FM100 used to do the Casey Kasem's American
That's right.
Top 40 on Sunday mornings. Well, they used to do this contest where before they played the top 5 songs, maybe when they hit number 10, you had to call in and give, I think maybe it was just the top 3 songs of the week. What do you think they are? And you would win a copy of all 4 of the albums.
That's
of the
amazing.
American Top 40. I used to call and win that all the time. I had like 5 full American Top 40 albums.
So you're a big winner. Do you play the lottery?
Yes, I do play the lottery, but I never win.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm still here. Yeah. But yeah,
Actually, not afternoon today.
yeah, true. Don't
man.
rub that in. You talk about
know.
pouring salt on a wound.
You know what? I try to make laughter through pain.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokes will get you through a lot. Sense of humor will get you through a lot of
I
stuff.
know.
Yeah, but I was a prize pig. It was.
You were that guy.
I was a prize pig. I won everything on all the radio stations I worked at. And the very first station I got a job at, I won $1,000.
No.
Yes, and they said, "All right, well, you can't win anymore. Do you want a job here?" So I got a job. I got a weekend job. That's how I got into radio.
Really?
When I was in the Air Force, yeah.
That's
I
a
got a
great-
part-time job on the weekend.
You were in the Air Force.
Yes, I was in the Air Force for 4 years.
Did
I was
you wear
stationed-
like the fun Top Gun
Yes,
outfit and
I
everything?
did. I
and
did.
the aviators?
Yes, I didn't fly planes. They didn't trust me to do that, and I'm glad they didn't trust me to do that.
I'm in the Air Force, but they wouldn't let me fly the plane.
But what's so funny is I'm terrified of guns. I don't like guns, but in the Air Force you have to shoot the M16, and every year we would have M16 training, and we go to the range and shoot. I was a marksman. I was amazing at shooting the M16,
That's
but I was so
awesome.
nervous to shoot it. Yeah.
All these
I'm like,
layers
are
to
you-
Ryan.
Yes, I'm like, are you sure like those guys didn't actually hit my target? They're like, nope. I'm like, wow, okay, maybe I'm pretty good with guns.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is interesting. That the fact that you're so frightened, so scared of him.
Guns make me nervous.
Do they?
So yeah.
Well, and it's probably been a hot second since you've had, been around one too. So I could see that being the case.
I feel like I'm around guns all the time here. So
Well,
because it's
Whatever.
Memphis.
no, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm still picturing you in the Top Gun outfit. You should have showed up in it today.
You think I should? I don't know if I would want to do that or not.
Yeah.
It wouldn't fit for sure. I might be able to get one leg in it.
Be like a tight onesie.
Yeah. All right, celebrating the life and legacy of FM100, Gin Blossoms. We used to play a lot of Gin Blossoms back in the 90s. Follow You Down is on FM100.
Today's best mix, FM100. Oh, you nasty boys.
FM100, Janet Jackson, Nasty, one of the big hits from the 80s that we played on FM100, and Aaron and I just saw her in concert.
I actually wore her the concert T-shirt that we got when we were there. I wore it for bed last night.
Nice.
So, And also, I will give a shout out to somebody because in my phone they are named Nasty Jackson. So happy birthday to Andrew. There you go.
Okay.
Today's his birthday.
All right, so we're taking a look back and listen to FM100 over the years, and one of the funny moments from our show is a little backstory on this. Sometimes when we come in, when we're not here, will mess with the board. And then so we're wearing headphones as we talk into a microphone. And if somebody pushes a button on there, from what I say in the mic, from the time it travels to my headphones, are a delay if a certain button is pushed
It's even
in.
just like a half a second, but it can really screw you up.
Yeah, so this is a clip from the show where it was our first break of the day, and I sounded really drunk. FM100, it's Ryan and Erin in the morning. Hold on here.
You're doing it again where you sound like you're having a stroke on the radio.
Okay.
Are you good?
Hold on here. No, I have a delay in my headphones.
How could you not like fit? Okay. How about that? No? Yep.
Is that better?
No,
Nope.
here, hang on.
Hold on here. Okay.
Now talk.
Now, how about that?
No?
It's still a little delay. Aaron, do the track.
That is the best. That is probably, that was one of my favorite moments. And I loved that we replayed it and several times and made fun of you. That also felt pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Now, was that the most embarrassing moment you've had on the air, or have you had others?
I feel like I embarrass myself on the show almost every day.
Well, when we would do Ryan Doesn't Know Jack About Sports, that would definitely be embarrassing.
I don't know anything about sports.
Really?
No, I'm terrible at sports.
It's sports ball. Yay, sports.
Yeah, that's it. That's him.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. So if you have any fun memories of FM100 over the years, maybe something that you remember hearing on the air, listening to FM 100 for the past 40 years, give us a call, 901-621-0100. We're sharing our memories of FM 100 today as we say goodbye at 12.
Got a favorite memory of FM 100?
Call and share your story. 901-621-0100.
FM 100 Van Halen, Why Can't This Be Love? I think this is the first and only time I'll ever play Van Halen on FM 100. Although they were big on FM 100 back in the 80s.
They were. It was a staple, FM 100. You know, Van Halen was everywhere.
Yes. So Chris Michaels just walked in.
Is this on? Is this working?
Yes.
The mic is on, and Chris walked in with donuts today. Thank you. I've been
you
working.
did? I didn't even see that.
I've been working here for over 5 years, and you've never once brought in donuts until today.
It's just for you, and red velvet just for you, by the way. Well, you better make a bunch of red velvets, because Ryan, that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, and also this is, I think, the earliest we've ever seen you.
Let me tell you something. It is so hard to get out of the bed this early. I don't know how you guys do it. I woke up this morning, and I'm like, this is awful. I don't know how they do it. And then once you're up for an hour, you're like, okay, early bird gets the worm. It's
See,
not
that's
bad.
the thing. Once you're up, you're
Yeah.
fine, you know, and then, you know, the rest of the day is fine. The last couple of months, I haven't needed a nap. I don't know why, but usually I felt like I needed a nap during the day. And but lately it's just been like, go, you're good. And then it's like 10 o'clock. I should probably go to bed, or otherwise you're going to look like crap in the morning. But
I'll be in bed by 7 like Ryan tonight.
you're going to pull the senior citizens hours? Okay. That's fantastic.
No, I take my sleeping pills at 5 is what I do.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
because they take a couple hours for it to kick in for me. So by 7 o'clock when I'm tired, then
It's crazy. We're all looking at him like, we'll text him at 7. He's like, guys, I'm going to bed. And I'm like, okay. Just have a side conversation here and keep going. Yeah.
Chris is like, I just cracked open my first beer.
Well, I was going to say, there's been a couple times where I've texted you past 8 o'clock thinking, oh, maybe he'll, and then I'm like, nah, he's not going to get this until morning. And he really doesn't actually get it until the morning. So
I was texting you one time, but before I came here, and you said, okay, well, I got to go to bed, and the sun was still up, which, look, I'm not going to begrudge you for going to bed when the sun's up. I'm a fan of that, actually. But I don't know what a nap, Chris, you probably don't know what a nap is either. We have kids.
No.
You don't know what a nap is when you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
No nap at all. No. And by the way, when I left this morning, 5:50 this morning, my youngest daughter, she's awake. I'm like, when the daylight comes up this early in the summertime, I'm like, go back to bed. Don't wake everybody up. She's
And during
like,
the school year, she'll never be up that early.
That's right. That's right.
man. Oh, okay. So what are you thinking over there?
I got a call I want to air, so hang on here. Hey, good morning, FM 100.
Hi, good morning. I am one of those people that have been listening to FM 100 for about 50 years.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes. I remember when I was 10 years old being at the lake with my family, and Ron Olson was on, and I had my little tape recorder waiting for a song to record.
Oh, my gosh. I would do that all of the time.
Me too. I used to try to record songs off FM 100 as a kid because I, too, grew up listening to FM 100. I used to listen to Ron in the morning. And then what I love about this, and it was such an honor to take over for him on FM 100. It's kind of cool to think about. I'm taking over the position of the guy that I grew up listening to on the radio.
I know. It's going to be so weird. It was weird for me when Ron moved out. You know, I was like, oh, no, I've been listening to him my whole life, you know.
Yeah.
Now I feel kind of like a traitor, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're going to miss it, but at least it's going out on a good note.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good luck to you. You know, you're still looking for your opportunity, so good luck to you. I know you're going to find something great.
Well, hey, I appreciate that. What was your name again?
Darlene.
Hey, Darlene, thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Yep, Darlene there sharing her memory about FM 100.
So if you have one, you can always call us anytime this morning, 901-621-0100. And I know we'll have some sad stories and then some really funny stories. So any variation of their, just call us and tell us.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Hey, Chris, I want to ask you a question. What is your first memory of FM100 when you very first got here?
My very first memory of FM100, well, driving up, because I came from Mobile, Alabama, and I remember driving up, and this is the funniest thing. I'm coming to Memphis, and I hear Walking in Memphis come on the radio in the middle of nowhere in Mississippi, and I'm like, wow, this is meant to be. I'm driving to Memphis, and this comes on. I don't even know what radio station this is in Mississippi, and I'm like, I'm going to be there for a long time. And here we are over 12 years later, and here we go. Then Live at the Garden, that was one of the first things, because I came in, and it was the Beale Street Music Festival, came in May, did that, and the Live at the Garden concert series, so it was a really good time, 2011.
I was here when you first started.
That's right.
Yeah, they were like, there's a new guy coming in, new bigwig is going to be your boss. It was Ron and I in the morning. And here comes Chris, who looked like he was, 19 when he walked in.
That's right.
Still does. What are you talking about?
For sure. Whatever you eat in the morning, whatever you have, I want some of it because you don't got a wrinkle on that face over there. But yeah, I remember when you started here, it was insane. And so it's like I've not known you not being,
Right.
you people before you, but so I kind of feel like I've been here for, or at least portion of it, to witness your whole.
Right.
And man, did this guy come in and just take over like he owned the place in a good way, because some people will come in if you've ever worked at a different radio station or a different company, and they come in and you're like, who's this bozo that we got to work for? Not Chris. Chris came in and just, took it and brought it uphill. And so it's always been fun working for you. I can always say that. I can't say that about everybody I've worked for, but I can say that about you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Okay, I want you to talk about who you didn't like working for.
Well, Ron will not hold back when it comes to, by the way, that's my question.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. How about Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg? Dr. Dre, nothing but a G thing?
Snoop-a-loop.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with
100,
this.
Yeah.
We're sharing our favorite memories
And taking a trip down musical lane.
on FM100.
FM100 from 1997, Robin, Show Me Love.
Oh, that
It
was
a big-
1997?
Yeah, 1997. That was blasting on FM100. Mm-hmm. We're taking a walk down musical lane, sharing our favorite memories of FM100 as we say goodbye at 12 noon today. So, Erin, I want to talk about when you first got here. I had, so Michelle Lewis was my co-host before you. I went probably like a month and a half without a co-host. I just had to sit here and do the show by myself. I'm thinking,
Boring.
I'm never going to get a co-host. And then we got you from Houston.
Yes. And I came here because during the pandemic, I was one of those wonderful people that ended up losing my job. Mm-hmm. So I ended up coming here. And it was, with radio, I think everybody gets let go at some point in time. Mm-hmm. And I had been pretty lucky that I hadn't really been let go. So when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm getting older and what happens and am I still going to be in this business? And it's a thought you don't, I would try to put it in the back of my mind because you don't want to dwell on it. But I always wondered, if it happened, would I still be able to find a job and what have you? So yeah, I was up for a couple of jobs that didn't pan out. And then I was looking at a job outside of radio, and then this came up. And so I was like, you know what? What the heck? Let's do it.
Right.
So send off my stuff. And then God bless Chris. He liked me. And so
just takes one person.
Just one person. So then packed up my stuff after living in Houston for 12 years, sold my house, packed up the dogs, 3 dogs and a Toyota 4Runner, hauling a U-Haul, and here we are 2 years later. So it's been a very fast 2 years. Very fast 2 years.
I think I followed you when you were moving from Houston into your home here. And you have the house with the pool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know everything about Erin. It's weird. I'm like, oh, Erin's got a pool renovation going on. Or, there's a storm and Erin's got to do this. I follow your dogs. And
I feel like since I've moved to Memphis, I've just been pooping money. You know what I mean? Because it's just like one thing after another just is like cost me a lot of money. And it's like any money I made from my house in Houston is like, it's pretty much gone. So I need a sugar daddy. And I'm taking applications. So just saying.
Oh
but
my gosh.
it's it's been a very fast 2 years, and I loved doing the morning show with Ryan, and I'll miss it every morning. Getting up at 4 a.m. is not an easy task,
No, it is
as
not.
you know. So, but it'll be. Yeah, it'll be a little weird waking up tomorrow morning and not having to be here at 5.
The good news is all the people that love you, and there's a lot of listeners, and you said earlier, I've only been here 2 years, and I said, well, don't sell yourself short because you're the current morning show on the station when it does go off the air. But the good news is for all the people that love you is they still get to hear you.
Yes. So it'll be a different time slot. So I'll be on 99.7 The Wolf when we flip at noon. I won't be on today because that'd be a marathon day.
Too much.
But tomorrow will be my first day doing 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Nice.
So.
And I want to say that, I've worked with a lot of personalities. You guys really made your mark very, very quickly out the gate. I mean, Ryan and Erin together, it was instant chemistry. When we first brought you on and hired you, you were actually doing the show from Houston until you could get a house and move here. So we hooked you up with, technology and able to make it work. And Ryan would come in the office after the show every day, and I'm like, it's like you guys have been together for 15 years. The chemistry you have is just, you can't just make that happen. So huge congratulations to you guys for, being very successful.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Well, I think that part of the way it was easy for Erin and I to click so quickly is we kind of knew each other because I worked in Houston at one point, the same time Erin was there.
Okay.
We worked on different stations, but we knew each other. So I think that kind of helped, kind of bridge that gap from her coming here to here. Coming
and
from
I'm
Houston
easy
here.
to get along with.
You seem easy to get along with.
Yeah. See, I don't know why I'm single. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
All right, we got more coming up on FM100.
Celebrating the many decades of serving the Mid-South.
This is FM100.